I'm gonna go ahead and go live real quick. What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Let's see how this goes, yeah? This is number 2 on a beautiful Sunday. Got some things I want to talk to you guys about real quick, man. Some things that have been on my mind. Oh, wait about 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and get started. It's Sunday, so I'm not expecting a lot of people. I mean, hopefully you at church if you're not here, right? Or you might be sleeping in, right? Maybe go to late church service. I got up early. Went to church early. Yo, what up, ISO? Notification gang, I appreciate you. Opening up a nice cold one. Nice cold Coke though. What up, 1553? Say whoop whoop. I'm gonna have a little conversation today. Excited to see how the people receive this one. People might get mad or whatever, but I'm gonna speak truth. Y'all see the title, right? You do not have to upgrade yet. Oh man. Well, it's kind of specific to the PS5 or the Series X. See, the more time goes by, it's crazy. The more I see the value of that S even more. What's up, David? Oh my God, it's happening. Doc is going to play Halo Wars on YouTube. Nah, we're not doing that. Yo, what up, Kaboo? I appreciate you. Severin, what up? Number 1, what up? I see you guys hopping in here. Got some stuff I gotta talk about, man. I didn't run this by ISO. I didn't run this by anybody. So ISO don't even know what I'm about to say. So it is what it is. But you see the title. This one might be a little controversial, but it's Sunday, so hopefully y'all got grace for me. So we'll see. You really don't, but I wanted to upgrade. Facts. What up, Mega? Dog, I know you're not gapping for that 540p series. Chill. Let me explain it to you. Chill, Mega. Chill. Let me explain it to you. Let me just share my thoughts. Let me share my brain with you on this Sunday morning. Only got 30 minutes. I had 30 minutes with Doc. That's what I'm gonna keep calling this series. Oh man. Agron Show, what up? Series S is trash. Alright. Hear me out. And if you want to throw the Series S into that category as well, go ahead and throw it. But this is all I'm saying, right? Let me explain a little bit as to my history in gaming, I guess, or like how I typically have been consuming, gaming content the past, years or whatever, right? What up, Mr. Glass? So you see what Mr. Glass said? That actually makes a lot of sense. The sooner you buy a new console, the longer time you will have to have it to make it worthwhile. These are all facts. Oh man, David, don't say that. Okay, but let's jump into it. I feel like we got enough people in here. We got 13 people in here, so let's talk about it. I was never an early adopter of games, of video game consoles. Okay. Financially, it was just something that my mom couldn't afford, right? Dad was in the picture. You guys already know the typical story, right? So nothing new there, right? So I always got gaming consoles whenever I did get one. Way after the fact. They had been out for years already. Typically, they already had a lineup of games, and by the time I got my hands on them, they were using all the tools for that console, right? Once I started making my own money, that's when I started buying pretty much whatever I wanted. However, because of my upbringing, I've always been cautious of how I spent my money, right? Yeah, you can say borderline cheap. I know if Cowboy was in here, he'd be like, "Oh, you cheap, whatever," right? It is what it is. So yeah, borderline cheap, but I call it more just conscious with my money. There's things that I like, things that I enjoy, but even with the things that I like and I enjoy, I always have a limit as to how much I'm willing, to spend on it. Now, the more money I made, the more blessed I became, the more I was willing to spend, and now I'm staring at a $150 controller that I don't really use. It just sits there as like just to look nice. You know what I'm saying? Literally is right there. But that's neither here or there. This generation was the first time I have ever pre-ordered a console. And when I sit there and I think about it, I don't even know why I even did that. I don't even know why I pre-ordered the console. But I went ahead and I ordered the Xbox Series X. I got it. Shout out to you, ISO. It was actually I actually pre-ordered it, got it in California, but I was already in Virginia, so ISO had to pick it up for me and ship it to me. So appreciate that. I think I got it from Best Buy. But anyways, it was the first time that I was an early adopter of something. And let me tell you guys, for those of you that don't have a Series X or you don't have a PS5, being an early adopter, honestly, we're like the test dummies for these things. It is what it is. And this is why I'm saying it's not worth, or you don't need to upgrade right now. If you look at what everyone is playing right now, you might have missed out on a few games here and there that may only be playable on the Series X or the PS5, right? But for the most part, the majority of the games still coming out, you can still play on your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox One, or the Xbox One S or the Xbox One X. You can still play that, right? So it's funny because as I sit here and I think about these games being delayed and everything like that, and the whole concept of Xbox has no games when obviously people are playing games. Even if you got a PS4 Pro or PS4, or you got an Xbox One, or you got what am I saying? PS4 Pro or Xbox One, or you got a PS5 or Xbox Series, we're all playing the same games right now. We're all playing the same games. If you missed out on Returnal or you missed out on Ratchet and Clank, believe me, those people ain't playing those games anymore. Those are done, right? Halo Infinite, you good. You can play that on your Xbox One. So that's where the Series S becomes very interesting. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of the Series S at all, wasn't a huge fan of the Series S. I feel like if you're going to be an early adopter of next gen, the Series S is a console right now that makes the most sense because it's at a lower cost entry, right? And you're not losing as much. You're not losing as much. Man, I got a Series S for my son when we traded in our 1S for, I think it was like $80 or something like that, because they gave us a $225 credit. $80 to be part of the next gen. Yeah, it's all digital, but that just made too much sense, right? It just made too much sense. So in that aspect, that's why this Series S is the only console right now, if you want to be an early adopter, that it kind of makes sense. But think about this. These consoles have been out for 2 years. And we're still all playing old games. Not only are old games so prevalent that PlayStation is going to come out with a service where more people now are going to be playing old games as well. People on the Xbox, we've been playing old games. More people are going to be playing old games. Listen, if you can wait. Because as time develops, you're going to be able to see which one of these consoles actually makes the most sense for you. You're going to be able to see which console actually makes more sense for you. Believe me, there's people with PS5s right now that's collecting dust. The same way there's people with Series X's right now that's collecting dust because they're playing on something else. Yesterday, I was playing Apex Legends. I promise you, I was playing Apex Legends yesterday. I'm trying to level up so I can play more with my son. And I was playing with this dude that had a Series X. I'm on my Series X, okay? But he was playing on his PlayStation 4. He was playing Apex Legends on his PlayStation 4, even though he had a Series X. Because most of his friends are on PlayStation. And he doesn't have a PS5. So he had a next gen console just sitting there. Listen, wait till time passes. Let's wait and see what happens, which one of these consoles actually prevails, which one of these consoles has the better lineup. Let's wait to see what deals get finished off, right? Because I mean, Activision deal, if that goes through, that's going to be big, right? We don't know what Sony might have up their sleeve. That might be big as well. And that can help you make a better decision as to what it is that you're going to go for. But right now, today, you don't need to upgrade. It's all a lie. You don't need to upgrade. Everyone that has a next-gen console right now is still playing old games, the same games that you're playing. And here's the thing, right? These new games, or these games that are coming out, aren't even taking full advantage of the hardware that we got. Did you know that Horizon Forbidden West on the PS4 Pro runs at the same resolution as it does on the PS5? Did you know that? The difference is the 60 frames, right? The PS5 is running that game at 60 frames per second. And on the PlayStation 4 Pro is running at 30. Trust me. You could go ahead and play that game at 30 frames per second and enjoy it. It's more of a movie type of game anyways, and enjoy it. And wait to see whether or not you actually want to upgrade to that PS5. I'm sure there's people on the other side. I'm sure there's people that got a PS5 and have a 1X that are wondering whether or not they should upgrade. I'm sure it's happening. Listen, it's not a knock on Sony. It really isn't. It's not a knock on Sony. It's not a knock on last gen. They are so good at making these games look good. And they do, right? These games in this generation, they look good, right? Last generation as well, they look great. That what we're really waiting for is better gameplay. I think we can all agree. We want at a minimum, should be a lock 60 on everything. 30 frames shouldn't even be an option for the next gen consoles. But we're not fully there yet. That's why things like VRR is needed. And these games are only going to get, better, bigger, all that other stuff. So don't upgrade yet. Just wait. If you've already upgraded though, trust me, I get it. You can't go back, right? I get it. If you got a Series X, you're not going back to Xbox One. You just not. It's not happening. If you got a PS5, you're not going back to a PS4 Pro or PS4. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Caleb, what's up, man? I appreciate that super chat. My man said I got the Series X PS5 for an overall experience upgrade, but yeah, my PS5 hasn't been turned on since I beat Horizon Forbidden West in February. There you go, man. Listen, did you guys see that trailer for God of War? The upgrade? Did you guys see that? God of War Ragnarok looks good. But it looks just like God of War 2022 or 2020, right? It looks like, you're going to tell me it doesn't look like it? You're going to tell me it doesn't look like it? You're going to tell me that if I showed you 2 screenshots of God of War 2020 and one from this trailer that they just showed, right? And I didn't tell you which was what, you're going to tell me that you could 100% of the time pick out which was the new game? Obviously, if you didn't see that Trace is a little bit older, you're going to tell me that you couldn't tell the difference, that you can't tell that difference? That's what I want to know. I don't know, man. So the games still look great. The games last gen still look amazing. It's weird to think, just speaking for myself, that I became an early adopter of these consoles, or of this console, right? And I can see different arguments and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we're all doing the exact same thing. If you're someone that only cares about brand new games, we're all waiting for brand new games. And in between when those brand new games come out, we're playing old games just like everyone else that's on the PS4, just like everyone else that's on the Xbox One. Next Saturday, my local GameStop is going to have PS5s. I know because sometime this week I went in there to buy a PS4 controller because my PS4 controller finally got stick drift. Okay. So I go in there, right? And I buy the controller for the PS4 and he goes, "Hey man, you looking for a PS5? He don't know who I am, right? So I'm not that famous locally yet or anything like that. I'm like, looking for a PS5? Who looking for a PS5? Don't get disrespectful with me. Ain't nobody looking for no freaking PS5. You lucky it's Sunday. Looking for a PS5. Like, no, I ain't looking for a PS5. I know exactly what I want. Give me that PS4. PS5, whatever. So he goes, well, if you were, we're going to go ahead and have PS5s in stock on Saturday. So I asked him out of curiosity, right? I'm like, all right, so how does that work? Like, how long do they last, right? When they come in stock, right? And my man says to me, he said, well, the last 2 times we had them here in stock, we had them for about 2 hours. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. So you got to be, they got to get there early, have a line. He says that if you show up and you line up, they'll give you a pamphlet and you get to pick a bundle or whatever. Shout out to Cowboy. Cowboy made a video where he walked into a GameStop one of those days or whatever. It didn't look like there was a line or anything like that. He looked at the bundles. He was like, nah, I don't want any of these, and boom, walked away. That's a smart man, right? My man's still having fun playing PlayStation games, ordering games from GameFly on his PS4. Ain't no need to upgrade just yet. And that goes for both consoles. I really want to see what's happening in the future. I just saw this video from Plum Network where EA is trying to get acquired as well. Now, here's the deal, right? They spoke to Google and they spoke to Amazon. They spoke to Apple, and I forgot who else they spoke to. You know who they haven't spoken to? Microsoft or Sony yet. Now, you guys remember when Phil said that his competition wasn't Sony or Nintendo? He was worried about Amazon and Google. These companies see how much money is in gaming, and they're gonna want to get their hands into it, right? All these acquisitions that we're seeing, it's because everyone's trying to position themselves in the best place possible to dominate the market. Now, for us as consumers, we got to be smart and choose the right company, the right console, the right whatever to go with. Now, you can buy both consoles if you want. Of course, obviously you can. But for those of us that already have one of these consoles or already leaning more towards one ecosystem, if we've already purchased it, like, I'm not going to lie to you, I already got an Xbox Series X. I do not want to buy a PS5. I do not want to have to buy a PS5. And the whole, well, you want to, if you want to experience these exclusives, whatever. Well, thank God that right now there are no exclusives on the PS5 that I want to experience, that I need to experience on that console when I already have a PS4 Pro. But if Sony starts buying things that really speaks to my interests versus Xbox or Microsoft buying things that really speak to my interests, then I have to make a smart decision based on what my interests are. And that's why I'm telling people right now, there is no need to upgrade. There is no need to upgrade because the experiences that you and I could be having on last gen console and this same console and this generation console, for the most part, pretty similar. That's what I'm saying. So if you got a PS5 or if you got a PS4, you got an Xbox, like, just chill, relax. You're good. I promise you. If you see opportunity to buy one, go ahead. Right. But for the most part, just chill, relax, because you're going to be better off when all this dust settles, probably in like another year or so, maybe a year and a half. And we can actually see which is the best console to get, which is the best ecosystem to get. As of right now, today, though, the Series S, if you can't wait, looks like that's the one to do it. Looks like that's the one to get into, because the Series S it's cheap, You're not gonna be losing that much, and you're gonna be able to play next gen games as well. Look, man, I don't know what else to tell you. It's just something that I want to talk to you guys about because it puts me in a weird spot. And I know who I am. I know I'm the Xbox guy. I know I'm the Xbot, whatever, right? But I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what else. I don't know how else I can say it, right? But we'll see. I saw somebody mention in the chat. What's up, J Cash? People was heated that Gotham Knight is not on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Right. And I made a video about that. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about that. When this game Gotham Knight comes out, there better be a good reason why they couldn't make it run on the PS4 or the Xbox One. Look, man, Microsoft got Forza Horizon 5 to run on an Xbox One. Sony got Horizon Forbidden West to run on a PS4. Gotham Knight, this game, it better look like the Matrix freaking demo for it not to be able to run. And you see, that's another thing too, guys. All right, I'm not trying to take shots at Sony or anything like that, but just because they made a game exclusive doesn't mean that it's automatically better. So just because they told you that Returnal can't run on a PS4 and it's only for the PS5 doesn't mean that it's true. Doesn't mean that it's justifiable for them to charge you, whatever it was they charge you or whatever. That's not the way this works. Just because they say something doesn't mean that it's true. So Gotham Knight, you're gonna say that this is not gonna be able to run on the PS4 or the Xbox One. I applaud it if they actually take advantage of the new hardware. If we play Gotham Knight and it looks and feels like other games we have played, then what was the point? What was the point? You guys tell me, what was the point? Exactly, realness. There's no reason other than Generations Next Gen was a lie. My man. So you tell me, right? If these games, the games have been looking good. I promise. Look, I'm giving props to Sony right now. The PS4 Pro, to me, that console is amazing. I had a regular PS4, but now I got a PS4 Pro, and I'm playing games on that thing, and it looks great. Horizon Forbidden West looks great, looks amazing. Spider-Man looks great, looks amazing. Killzone Shadowfall looks great to me, looks amazing. These games have been looking good. It's about being able to play them better physics, frame rate for sure, right? But at this point right now, there's not enough stuff out on either console to justify that $500 purchase, because the rest of the time you're going to be playing same games that people on last gen console can be playing. So this is the lesson that I've learned. This is the first time, like I said, I became an early adopter of any console. So far, I am extremely glad that I adopted the Xbox Series X over the PS5. Oh my God, I'm so glad. I am so glad. Because I would have felt forced to pay that premium price for these games that aren't premium. like what? Nah, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. What up, Dark Kermit? And we got a lot of people in the chat. Miss a lot of people. Go Packers, what up? Look at Go Packers. He said Xbox has 0 Game of the Year games. How many Sony got? Before you came in, adopted and adopter. Did I say adopted and adopter? That's funny. Sniper Lane and I can speak it better. That's funny. That Sniper Elite, you gonna give that a shot? Anyways, I don't know, man. Wait and see. Wait and see what happens. Let's wait and see what happens. What up, Berg? And then here's the other thing, right? Go Packers with that comment. So he said, game of the year games. Most people are playing multi-plat games, anyways, and most people on PlayStation. If you look up the last the top 10 played games are multi-plat, and like the top 3 are free to play games. So y'all ain't playing no damn game of the year game, anyways. So I don't know what y'all talking about on that side. And God of War Ragnarok looks just like God of War 2022. I mean 2020. It does. But that's okay. It does. But again, what the hell are we upgrading these consoles for right now? I remember when I got my PS4. It was around the time that they had they had an Arkham Knight bundle, and the Destiny bundle. So it was like a while after it had came out. And I remember when I bought my PS4, I remember looking at I was in GameStop and just seeing all the different games that I was available to pick up, that were available to pick up. Right now, you buy any of these consoles, you got a handful of games that you're going to be able to pick up that are exclusive to it. And that's what I'm talking about. That's where the difference lies. So, I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think. Doc, when you're going to try Returnal? I'm going to try Returnal whenever I get a PS5. But $500 to get a PS5 is not it, man. That's all I'm saying, you know. What else y'all got? He said, I bet Packers. What's up, 90? We got a few minutes left, 3 minutes left. Let me talk to my people real quick. And when they stop making games for the PS4 and Xbox One, then what? Then it makes sense. Fahim, that's a good point. When they stop making games for the PS4 and the Xbox One, that's when it makes sense. That's what makes sense. Look at Purple Haze. What up, Purple Haze? Stadia. You want to talk about Stadia? I'm disappointed in Stadia. I'm disappointed in Google. I had so many people now or more people now are actually trying cloud gaming, and more people are going to try cloud gaming because of what PlayStation is doing as well. Even though PlayStation now has been a thing and there's been cloud gaming on that, the fact that now it's going to be coming into premium and people are going to buy the subscription service and they're going to see those PlayStation 3 games, they're going to go ahead and try the cloud. And when they try the cloud and it actually works for them, more people are going to be believers of the cloud. And what's messed up is that Stadia, even though they have the best technology, Stadia has no games. So that's what frustrates me the most about Stadia, Purple Haze, is they have the best technology, but they got no games to play. Like if every single somebody brought it up, right? So Gotham Knight, whatever, this game that's coming out, if it doesn't come out for the PS4 and it doesn't come out for the Xbox One, right? But it comes out for the Series S and X, and it comes out for the PS5, and it comes out for Stadia, that establishes Stadia as a next gen console. Another option for you to play games that. For someone that maybe doesn't want to upgrade just yet, think about it. I'm like, it's so genius if Stadia freaking listened to me and got games. I'm literally telling people not to upgrade right now. Don't upgrade yet. Wait to see which one's going to be better in the long haul, right? Between PlayStation and the Xbox. Just wait. If you got a PS4 Pro, you chilling. If you got an Xbox One X, you definitely chilling, right? Or if you're going to upgrade, go ahead and upgrade to the S. But think about this. Think about if you don't upgrade, but you see a next gen game that comes out and you're like, I want to try that next gen game, and you try it on Stadia. Anyone that has tried Stadia knows that Stadia works well, right? So it works well. But the problem is the games ain't coming out for it. They're missing such a huge opportunity. Because you don't even have to upgrade to Stadia. You already have Stadia. If you are watching me right now, you already have Stadia. That's my time, yo. 30 minutes with Doc. Sorry if I got heated at the end there when Purple Haze asked me that question. It's just a little bit of passion. But it's just disappointing. That's all it is. It is what it is. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Yo, thank you guys for chilling with me, all right? We out. Peace.